Hi guys, how should the UK government deal with Donald Trump as he's about to become president? There are rumours that he and his administration may block the appointment of Peter Mandelson as UK ambassador to the US. He also has a relationship with Nigel Farage that some refer to as a friendship. The previous Trump administration was a bit of a wrecking ball, and it seems that this one may be even worse. So what should Labour do to ease some of the tensions? Piers Morgan, who claims to know a lot about Trump, appeared on the Laura Kuenssberg show where he basically said that Agent Orange needs to be treated like a child. Have a listen to this.
Piers, you're one of the people in this country who actually knows Donald Trump well. You've known him for a long time. And I talked to him since he won. How should the UK deal with him?
You know, it reminds me of when Tony Blair swept to power in 97. And one of the key components in that was the fact the Sun switched allegiance as a newspaper. Rupert Murdoch ordered the backing of Tony Blair. And I can't remember which one it was. I think it was Blair about Murdoch. And he was asked about the relationship and how best to pursue this. And he said, well, it's a bit like making love to a porcupine. You know, it can all work out fine, but you just have to tread very carefully. And I would say that Labour, given how abusive a lot of them have been about Trump before, including David Lammy, who's performed one of the great Damascene conversions of all time, where he's gone from thinking Trump's the new Hitler to somebody he wants to have cozy dinners with, which is what he has to do.
Extra helpings, he told us.
Yeah, which is what he has to do. Look, I think with Trump, you just have to be straight with him, but you have to understand he's America first, America first, America first. Also, if you have a great idea for what could benefit the UK, try and make Trump think it's his idea, would be my advice, because he loves to take credit for these things, which, by the way, is not necessarily a bad thing if it's a good thing for the UK.
Okay, so basically treat him like a child. Present your opinion, present your idea, and then claim that it was Trump that came up with that idea. Now, that may work, but what happens if somebody else in the administration comes along and says, actually, that's not a good idea, and here's a better idea? See, this is the problem with pandering to children. You know, somebody else can come along and pander to them a little bit more and undo your pandering. Oh my goodness. So this is going to be the next 4 years. Pandering to a child, attempting to deal with their temper tantrums. You know, trying to get round a lot of these problems by say, okay, what can Donald Trump get out of this? Look, I don't believe for a second that he's America first, America first, America first. It's Trump first. It's people like Trump first. The billionaires, they're the ones who are going to benefit over the next 4 years, not the ordinary American people, not American industry. Some aspects of American industry will certainly benefit, but ordinary people and ordinary business owners will not benefit from anything that Donald Trump has coming through the pipeline. It's not about America, it's about him. It's about people like him. Now, how does Britain deal with this? I think it should go in the opposite direction. Try and put as much distance between itself and Trump as possible. Trump is not going to be there forever. The European Union is going to be there for the long haul. So it makes more sense, also because most trade is with the European Union. So the UK is it would be better for the UK to align itself with the EU. When it comes to trade wars, if it's going to have to pick a side, it makes sense for it to pick the side of the EU. Once again, Donald Trump is not going to be there forever. He's going to be there for probably 4 years, and then we don't know what's going to come after that. So if you're planning for the medium and long term, it makes sense to be on the side of Europe. Now, when it comes to Donald Trump in particular, yes, you can probably try to pander to him. Suggest that, well, this idea that could help Britain is actually your idea, or it would help America first. But once again, all you need is somebody else from another country, or you need somebody from within his administration to walk in after that meeting and say, actually, that's not a good idea. I have a better one. A better one that you came up with before. And it will undo, we've seen it before, it will undo any progress that you've made. And you can't keep going back and forth pandering to this guy, because it's not going to benefit Britain in the medium and short term. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. And if you were the ambassador to the US, how would you deal with Trump?